Hey YouTube, LegoWikiDude04 here, coming at you with a brief overview of how the gameplay of Star Wars Galaxy at War should go. So these are not remade cards. They still have the old health and health and attack. So it's really uneven odds. So this is just how the gameplay is supposed to work, really. So each side is going to have 70 cards made up of 12 cards mixed of abilities and heroes, 20 cards of spaceships, 13 cards of soldiers, and 25 cards made up of tanks, plus 11 secondary missions and 5 planets and 8 force points. I'll try and go into each aspect of the game a little bit in detail. So to start things off with, you pick up 12 cards, 6 from space and 6 from land, and then you dice roll, and whoever has the highest number gets to attack. So let's say I win and I have to choose a planet to attack. So since I only have this out, I am attacking Coruscant. So you place, now for the attacking phase, you place your all 6 spaceships face up in a row, and then underneath that row you place all of your land, your tanks, your soldiers, and any heroes you want to put down. Okay, so whoever attacked the planet, whoever chose what planet to attack, gets to attack the other guy first. Before you start your attack, you have to read what the card says, because most of these will have come on, focus. There we go. Okay, so some of these will have some special conditions for the planet and for space over the planet. So here it says heavy space traffic limits the number of ships that may be played to 3. So that means I have to remove 3 of my spaceships. So that means I just have to remove these and put these back into my hand. I do not have to discard them. So now that that has been done, now I can start my attack. My attack will begin on my left and then go to my right. My attacking card will attack his right and go to his left. So my attack will go like this. This will start my attack and attack this one. This will attack this guy, and this will attack this guy. It's a little bit confusing, but after a while of gameplay, I'll get it eventually, or you will if you have my game. Okay. So then you move to land, and it works the same way. You find out if there is special conditions on the planet. So this one is the streets on Coruscant are not big enough for tanks, so remove any tanks from battle. So that's the same thing. If you have any tanks, you would remove them from gameplay and just put them back into your hand. But since I haven't made any tanks, I don't have any. Also, the 3 and the FP here is the force points that you will gain for capturing the planet. So if you win the battle, you will get 3 force points and the planet. The idea is to control all the planets, or majority of them anyway. Then you move to your attack. Here it goes the same way. This guy attacks that guy and goes this way and that way. Then you go back to space, and then here, or no, wait, then it's his turn to attack. Then you go again, and then he goes again. So each side has to attack twice, and that is a battle, and whoever has the most cards still in play for each place gets the planet and force points. But here's the little funny part. You have to control both the planet and the space over the planet in order to gain any force points. So, for instance, let's just say I've got 4 cards in land and 3 cards in space, and he has 2 cards in space and 6 cards in land. Then that means that I would control space over the planet and he would control the planet, but I have to control both of them if I want to get force points. So if that happens, I can call a rematch for a battle of the planet, and then we would just go to a land combat, and if a winner still hasn't been decided by that, then a dice roll would take place, and the highest number would, whoever has the highest roll would get both the planet and the space. But if a 6 is rolled, then the planet is blown up and nobody gets any force points and it has to be discarded. That's the only time that a rematch for a planet may be called as well. Okay, so here now I'm going to go into the force points. The force points work as your money. They allow you to buy your heroes and abilities. Your heroes and abilities cost 2 force points each. If you capture a planet with the space with it, or just the planet if there's no space for the planet, then you get 3 force points. Secondary missions cost 4 force points. You complete them by paying 4 force points, and upon completion you will get 2 force points. So that's pretty much it for those. You can only play 2 secondary missions at a time. The point of these secondary missions is just for little extra added gameplay. You don't have to play with the secondary missions, but it gives you some more added income, aka force points. So it gives you a little more to buy more heroes and abilities with. Okay, so now I'll go into some of the details on these cards. So some of these cards have special abilities. Crap, I don't think I got any of those cards out. Let me check. Crap, I didn't. Oh well. I'll just go with the hero then. Okay, so some of your cards will have special abilities, like this one. He's an officer, so all officers will have special abilities. Most of the special abilities will require you to roll a dice. You have to roll, I forget what it was. You have to get 1 even number to activate it, and you can only activate the special ability once per battle. So some special abilities are automatic, like this one is automatic. So if you play it, all your stormtroopers will automatically gain 25 health. There are ability cards that are these. They have a little golden yellow thing in the corner here. The X stands for that its fate is matched to the card that it is attached with. And when I say attached with, it means that you have to have the card and attach it to it. So that means that if this card is destroyed, then this card is also destroyed. There are also some ability cards that only stay in play are good for 1 use. Some abilities require certain things to be in play, like this requires a bomber for it to be played. So here I have a bomber. So discard 1 soldier from battle and add 20 damage to all your soldiers due to poison gas. So that's abilities. Okay. Now here's a cool part of the game. There are first waves and second waves. They're terms that I use to describe waves of cards. Let me just get it set up. Okay. Okay, so here we go. We got your row for your spaceships. You've got you've got your row for soldiers, tanks, and heroes, and then this is your second wave of attack. So the second wave is face down cards, 6 cards in a row. You can only play heroes, soldiers, or tanks in the row. It works like this. So if this soldier card is destroyed, then the secondary card that's underneath it can be flipped up and take its place in battle. That's pretty much all it is. Also, with the second wave, you can swap out any cards that are in it. So let's say I got my hand here and I want to play this guy in there. Then I can switch it with this guy. I can switch out any cards that I want as long as it's my turn. I think it says that anyway. Oh no, I can swap out any cards unless it's during a battle. You can't play any spaceships or ability cards in the second wave. I think I said that before. There's also a few rules too. You can only play 2 cards with super lasers. Like the Death Star, that's a super laser. Ion Cannon is also a super laser. You can only have 70 cards in your deck. You can't switch any cards unless it is in a second wave. So here or here you can't switch any cards. Yeah, and once you place the card, it's there until it's destroyed or the end of a battle. So that's pretty much everything for how to play Star Wars Galaxy at War. I think I went through everything, so if you have any questions, leave a comment. If you want to see more, subscribe, and like if you want to. So this is LEGO Wicked Judo 4, signing off.